that tremendous roar as Shields turns to the scorekeepers or the timekeepers. And the grand final is underway. Hawthorn in the dark trunks, and it's Scott, first hand to the ball, taken by Judson. The back pocket player for St Kilda got the first kick. Now Lawrence sends the ball out wide towards the half-forward flank. Racing to beat the ball was Parkin. Down towards Bonnie. Bonnie gets his kick, but smothered by Stevenson. Goes in, kicking in danger, and Jeff Angus, the Hawthorn centre man, will take the kick. Up towards half-forward goes Angus, waiting over the back. Hawthorn, a chance there. Keddy couldn't handball. Down to ground, Marr. In there is Trott, gets a kick. Along the ground, Stevenson had the chance. On the ground, it's Theodore. The whistle blows. Pushed in the back, says the umpire. Stephen Theodore plays on quickly with a bad kick. Puts Elliott right under the hammer, but he gets his hand pass away. Scott goes for the punch in the centre. This is Trott. Trott for St Kilda. Missed the run of the ball. Taken by Keddy, but off his hands in turn. Taken and sent forward for St Kilda. It's all Hawthorn, but a mistake. Hawken, left. There's Hawken. Grabbed high by Dittrich as he was about to take that kick, and he will get the free kick. Hawken, about whom there was some suspicion of his fitness. But there's his long raking kick as rain falls, looking for Martello. Behind was Lawrence. Minot on the ground with Martello. Test of strength. Scott is in there. Judson. Out of bounds it goes for the first boundary throw in. No score in the game. Nearly 2 minutes gone. Tony Charlton.
Minot over here into the centre of the ground, picked up by Angus, pushed in the back. He gets the free and will play on. Angus, a welcome re-inclusion in the side to the half-forward line. He's dropped the sitter, bad miss. The ball's a little greasy, don't forget, in the turf too, into the full-forward area. He's ready and he's got it. The champions marked it. Hudson, in the last 3 games against St Kilda, 7 goals, 12 goals, 7 goals.
Well, the Northern Tasmanians will be happy about this.
Hudson, after Pratt's 1934 record, 147 so far. He has 4 to go to break it. Will this be the first of the 4? Hudson, 55 yards out, towering torpedo punt. Super kick, straight.
That would rate as one of the greatest grand final goals I think I've ever seen. Doug Heywood, any comment?
Oh, it was magnificent, Ken, because the greasy ball and under pressure, Hudson goes back with 147 in the book at the moment, and with the aplomb of someone who's kicked 596 goals now, that was a wonderful goal by Peter Hudson. I thought he was too far out. In the centre, it's Minot and Scott. Up goes Porter. Porter's down. Scott misses it. Down it goes, picked up by Rice, and he left foots it downfield. Hudson, Murray. Oh, the second grab from Bob Murray, but did it superbly. Limping as he goes back. There's the big splotch of mud on his right top of his right arm as Murray kicks and doesn't kick well. He's under trouble with his leg. Over the head of the crack it goes. Nice play this time by Manzi. Manzi's kick is a bad one. Barry Breen kicks it off the ground and favours St Kilda just a little, but the slippery ball slithers over the side. It's out of bounds. St Kilda doing all the attacking. Hawthorn have the first goal. Murray in trouble.
Yes, do, Doug. I'm just watching him. He's limping around quite perceptibly at the moment. My word, it would be a big blow, wouldn't it, if St Kilda lost him early.
Barry Breen comes up to go with Scott, and Scott wins it very comfortably. Scott indicating to Davis, get back. Bonnie, you get out of the road, says umpire Peter Shields, who's keen to establish authority in the first few moments, as was shown by penalising Dittrich. Scott's kick is a very good one. Downfield, Bersank goes under. Oh, good mark, Motello. A very strong mark by Big Al. He boots it downfield. Punched away nicely out wide, and Marr and Trott go after it. Trott's going to win it. Trott picks it up. And right down to the half-forward line. Davis comes in with a big leap. In front is Peter Crimmins. Rossi Smith with him. Crimmins out wide over Marr's head. Stuart Trott for his 3rd kick for the match. Playing brilliantly. He's in trouble. He's got to kick it near Marr. It's over Marr's head. Slithering after it out wide there was Pays. Marr kicks off the ground. Pays goes over the top of him. Ball out of bounds, centre wing.
3.5 minutes gone. Boundary throw in the exact centre wing position, outer side. Struggle for possession. There's Smith, challenged by Bremner, but he stops, props and sends up nicely toward Davis. A long way out from goal. Davis has it. Coming in is Breen. Bustle with him. Back to Davis on the boundary line. Davis. Long shot by him. And the two big fellows, Scott and Dittrich, go for the ball.
And that's one pocket where it's extremely hard to kick goals here in the MCG. The ball moves around most disconcertingly.
5 minutes gone. Dittrich fights his way to the front. Neither can gain possession. Parkin with the tap. Chance for Crimmins off the ground. Trott and Marr. Marr pushed in the back. His free kick. Des Marr, Victorian Interstate water polo player, and a raking left foot kick on that occasion towards Martello. Ball's on the ground. St Kilda have the troops there. Stevenson goes in. Out goes Conning. Whistle blows. Conning will get the free kick. Gary Colling, half-back flank, coming up to the 6-minute mark. And one goal on the board to Hawthorn, kicked by Peter Hudson.
Onto the half-forward line goes the kick behind. It's Bustle trying to outpoint his man, taken by Elliott, put in a straitjacket by Angus. Over it comes here to Manzi, an excellent player last time St Kilda was in form here. The ball across the line off his boot, and a throw-in coming up in front of the new Western Stand, crowded as it is, and the whole arena is at. There must be about 115 to 120,000 here as they go at it again. And Dittrich won it in the ruck, sharked by the opposition rover Crimmins, who's already showing out as a great player again. Into the centre, it's Lawrence, way up from the back line. He's taking them all on, gives a hand pass to Trott, who's giving Marr a ton of bother. Trott's kick is short, over centre half forward to Theodore. Look at that beautiful hand pass go out towards Moran. Moran out of the centre, what a luxury, and the ball now across the line. Bad luck, it's very treacherous there, and the weather, the key factor in the game so far, is not making it any easier.
And Hawkins in trouble. He's limping quite noticeably down in the full forward region.
Sharking well, kick down forward.
Here we are into the full forward area, over Dittrich. In comes Theodore, just getting onto his left boot. Desperate effort to save by Day. A kick off the left boot and it's through. The scores are equal, a goal each.
It's rather remarkable. Now, I saw Hawken coming into the ground today, and at the time I noticed when he was walking in, he was quite proppy in his action, and he's certainly in a bit of bother at the moment. There's the board. One goal apiece at the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. There's Hawken. Oh, the big fellow is moving badly, isn't he?
Bounce. Let's go again, and Minot in the ruck. The knock ruckmen are not exerting all that much influence on the game so far. Here onto the centre wing it comes, and treacherous again is the key word in the turf set up. Look at them miss the ball, and they go back and keep a sure footing. It's Manzi looking for Smith, and he's cannoned into. That jolted every bone in his body. Matthews gets the kick and passes it on with a hand pass over here to Day, who puts Hawthorn back into attack. Eats from behind, has taken the mark, and watch for Hudson. The ball's gone to Marr. Hudson's dropped back. The ball's going over his head. Keddy's there and sees it through for the first behind in the game. Hawthorn lead by that solitary point. Hawthorn 1 goal 1 and St Kilda 1 goal.
Oh, when Smith went down, I didn't think he'd get up again, Doug.
Well, how tough is he, the little St Kilda captain? He jumped to his feet immediately with the typical courage of a great player. He was admitting, or refusing to admit he was hurt, but there's not the slightest doubt. When Matthews crashed into it, must have hurt. Murray kicks out well this time in the drizzly rain. Out wide it goes. Scott over Minot, beat him for judgment and beat him for skill that time. Here comes Don Scott. He's a good 65 to 70 yards out from goal. Cowboy Neal and Heath go. Oh, it's a magnificent kick by Scott, and he makes the distance through for one behind. And that seemed to be the first clear indication of why David Parkin kicked without hesitation to the Richmond goal when he won the toss. Comes Bobby Murray. He looks to kick to the outer side of the ground. Right up to that 10-yard square. Kicks his usual 60 to 65-yard. Dittrich up above them. Minot behind him. Back it goes towards the boundary line. Minot hits it off further. An opportunity for a good pick-up by Moran. Moran then back towards centre half forward. David Parkin comes in strongly. Punched away cleverly by Breen. Parkin tackled when not in possession. Must take a free kick. The captain quickly on with the game. Down towards the half-forward flank. Lawrence is the leaper. Well done this time by Marr. Well done Bonnie too. And Bonnie, a long hand pass goes out to Moran. Bremner hotly with him. And it's over the line, out of bounds again. Outer side, centre wing.
Pretty hard tackling football in the early stages of the game. No beg pardons.
In comes Minot and Scott. Scott doing well up to date. Nicely taken pays. Bustle, you're underneath it, beaten by Bonnie, but he was pushed out that time. And the free kick goes to Hawthorn. Davis it is who comes in and boots it down. Dittrich in position. Almost took a good one-hander. Fights on for it. A chance now for a good pick-up and booted out. Oh! Downfield it goes, and Rice is the man who leads in the race to the ball. Rice picks it up, loses it, over the line. Bad luck, Rice.
I thought it was bad luck for Dittrich. I fancy he was entitled to a free kick, the big fellow, a short time ago.
Half-forward flank, Travis Pays. Oh, into the back of his opponent with a desperate, stupid leap. And Scott will take the free kick. No ruckman there. Pays was forced to come in. Martello. Oh, easily done. Should have taken it. Hudson, Murray, even Stephen Murray. Well tackled by Heath. Hudson comes in. Oh! There goes Hudson. And he felt it.
So did Bob Murray. There's Hudson in the hands of the Hawthorn trainers. But Murray too is limping quite noticeably as Hudson's dragged to his feet. Look at Murray with that right leg of his, Doug.
He's had no chance.
And Hudson looking pretty groggy.
Well, there's Peter Hudson. Peter Crimmins is beside him.
You know, if they're free kicks, well, fair enough. I think Murray could have got one in the same way as perhaps Hudson got his. I don't know.
Yes, there was one of each. Hudson well within range. The angle is about 50 degrees. Half-forward flank, grandstand side. Richmond goal is his target. Bob Murray, groggy on the mark. Very groggy on the mark. A bad kick. Out wide it goes, and Hudson looking disconsolate. It's claimed for the mark, not allowed. Picked up by Judson. Judson kicks it out of danger. Up they go, and a great mark taken there by Bremner. Bremner, a spectacular leaper, and also a magnificent long kick, is about 75 to 80 yards out from goal.
Doesn't he love to fly?
To the 10-yard square. Hudson hands got there first. Over the line it goes out of bounds, hotly pursued by Basenko. Ken Beck waiting. Hawken, obviously the man they're watching. In come the rucks. Umpire's whistle goes, and the free kick is going to go to St Kilda.
Yes, Hawken's gone off the ground, on the far side of the ground, on the outer side. And there's Murray in the hands of the trainer still.
12 minutes gone in the first quarter as the first replacement is made. Minot with the free kick. Kicks in towards Elliott, over everybody's head. Here's Dittrich on the ball. Travis Pays. Not to the touch of the fumbles this week for Travis. But it comes towards Parkin and Smith. They launch themselves desperately. In his Beck. Gets a thick ear and a kick. Down towards Angus. He's grabbed and turfed. Umpire Shields letting them play. He says the push in the back will stand. And it'll be a free kick to Glenn Elliott, is it? Or Stephen Theodore? Theodore it is. Dittrich marching up towards the back line for St Kilda as Theodore takes that high kick towards the goal square. On the back, pushing in the back was Davis. Kelvin Moore must get that free kick.
Murray in desperate trouble.
Yes, he's limping over towards the St Kilda bench. He must be being brought out towards the flank. We'll watch that action, but meantime Scott has the ball tapped down to Day, his half-back flanker. Day hits the dust but sends towards Heath. Ball punched away from him, gives Marr the chance. Marr slips, falls, comes back to it, picked up by Heath. Heath back in towards the centre forward area. The big climb was Lawrence, but Matthews took it away. The snapshot by Matthews. Down on the ground, 2 Hawthorn to 1 St Kilda. Lawrence in the van, kicks off the ground. Manzi and Rice go for the ball. Manzi winning with skill. Beautiful pass, pinpoint precision to Travis Pays on the half-back line.
We played for 13 minutes into this first quarter, and it's Hawthorn 1-2, leading St Kilda 1 goal, as the ball is now into attack towards Beck on as a replacement. Murray will be off soon. Over towards Bussell. He's given a hand pass to Marr, who runs into a stiff one. To Parkin, put in a straight jacket. Very well done by Ross Smith, but the umpire rules that he pushed him in the back. And it's Parkin with the free kick, and it could have been holding the ball. Here into the centre of the ground, it's Martello against 2 of them. Down on the ground, Angus again as a heady player to the half-forward line. Lee Matthews takes a strong mark against Wayne Judson. Judson has been a star for St Kilda in the latter half of the season. Matthews plays on and gives it to Crimmins, who's been an inspiration. He was grabbed high. The kick is over Hudson's head, and it's out of play, out of real estate, with a throw-in coming up.
Could be another kick.
Here is the physiotherapist for the St Kilda side, Adrian Wright, having a look at champion fullback Bob Murray, and I would suggest it won't be long before he's off the field.
The free kick's been relayed over to the far pocket. Free kick to Hudson.
Hudson has 148 goals up for the season after getting 1 so far. Had a kick from short of distance only a while ago, and he couldn't score after a hefty thump. Streamers are upsetting him. He has asked for them to be cleared, or else it was the umpire's own initiative in demanding that they be cleared. And Hudson right on the boundary line, but only 25 to 30 yards out. a chance to be within 2 of the immortal Pratt's record. He's going to banana kick it. Hudson, 3 shots, 1 goal.
This is bad luck for St Kilda, really. Look at Murray. He seems so disconsolate about it all, doesn't he? I think he'll have to go off. He's just propping all the time. He can't even run at the moment.
Well, Jeans is such a great admirer of Murray. He's obviously going to leave him there until Bob Murray gives the decision. Murray looking a little better at the moment. He's going to the forward pocket. In comes Big Carl. Up above Beck he goes. Punched by Minot. Elliott's underneath it. Elliott onto his left foot. Boots a bad-looking one past Bustle. Picked up by Breen. Open Stephen. Go Barry Breen. Kicks for an open goal. Scott's the only player down there and takes a good mark. And Murray limping comes in onto his mark. Well, Alan Jeans has a big problem. Adrian Wright on the boundary line is talking to him. Good mark taken there on centre wing position for Hawthorn by Day. Day then boots it back to the centre of the ground. A chance for Elliott. Desmar's done well. Here's Judson, who's been all misses it badly. Picked up by Angus. Angus loses it. Picked it up again. And Lawrence and Hudson. Well done, Lawrence. 2-1 against him, and he takes them both on. Fights for it, struggles and takes the free kick.
It was well done, wasn't it?
Beautifully done.
Former Tasmanian against former Tasmanian.
That is right. And Bob Murray, who went limping to the pocket, was also born in Tassie, so it's a pretty good broadcast for Tasmania. Barry Lawrence. Big Carl's the target, doesn't find him. Chance for Rice. Manzi nicely done. Manzi follows on well, picks it up well. Over across to Theodore, it's dangerous, look out. Beck tackles him, down to Bonnie. Bonnie under pressure. A good hand pass to Murray. Murray the fullback. Across it goes to Manzi. Manzi shoots for goal and kicks badly. Out of bounds on the full, and Murray knew he couldn't kick the ball and hand pass.
And kick number 5 to Manzi. In fact, he could have passed it to Davis.
Kick in by Kelvin Moore. St Kilda winning pointlessly there through Stuart Trott. And a 15-yard penalty applied for a bad throw back. 5 kicks by Trott coming up, or his 5th kick coming up at least. And this could put Trott within kicking distance, because for a small fellow, he's a remarkably good kick of the ball. He's about 50 to 55 yards out. It's on its way. It's got plenty of height.
St Kilda hitting the front for the first time. St Kilda 2 goals straight to Hawthorn, 1 to 8 points, and we've had about 18 minutes of play in the first quarter. It's been pretty tough, pretty relentless football. Rain falling steadily all the time, and conditions are going to become increasingly difficult.
It's been a sizzler. The tackling has been particularly severe. Umpire Shield sets them going again, and so does Martello set Hawthorn going. Beautiful knock to the half-forward line. Look at that play between Stevenson and his man Bremner, who gets unseated. Bremner is unseated and harshly treated by Neil, who now is out of control. So too is Steve-O, and it's like an ice rink out there. There's going to be a bounce up on the half-forward line for the Hawks, with rain still falling in a drizzling fashion as it did throughout last week's game. Gosh, I hope it eases up. In goes Big Carl, gets a bit of a ride into Martello's back.
I've got a feeling, Tony, that some of these stops are going to be made a bit longer at half-time.
To the half-forward line, up they go for the mark. Travis Pays takes it, but there's a free elsewhere, and this will be taken by Barry Breen, who in the last quarter last week really booted the Saints into the grand final. To the half-forward line, behind the play, it's Davis a chance. The full forward's playing a big part in this game. Hudson at one end, and now Davis tackled by Matthews. Did he treat him harshly? And look at what's going on there. He's going to try to strangle him. Davis comes out with the free kick.
Should be a 15-yard penalty, surely.
Here is Davis on the half-forward flank on the outer side, kicking towards the scoreboard goal, brought 15 yards closer now, 19 minutes into the first term, with St Kilda leading by 4 points. They've got 2 goals straight to 1-2, and Davis having a kick.
Could kick it too. No, he doesn't.
In short, and in front it's Hawthorn, and he takes a good mark. A good man to have in your side. 12 points, plays 8. And it's the Hawks leading. They've lost only 3 games in 23 throughout the year. A remarkable record. Here to the half-back line, and up they fly. And behind there's a chance for several to pick it up first. It's Ma. A left-footed kick by him goes to the centre wing. Good play by Crimmins, manhandled from behind. And the little bloke, Super Mouse as we call him, has got a kick against Judson, number 42. Here comes Super Mouse from the centre wing. Look at that kick go. He's firing them up. Here onto the half-forward line. Hudson's in front. Very nearly held that mark. Lawrence with him every inch of the way. Keddy comes in, looking for Hudson, who has dropped back. A short pass. Hudson covers it. A Richie Benno right in the full forward pocket. A beautiful one-hander, and Hudson from the same angle and the same distance as he scored his first goal from has a chance for his second.
And that wasn't very well done by Lawrence. He gave him far too much latitude. Had an opportunity to cover him, but left him all unattended. Let's see what Hudson can do.
Will it be his 149th for the year? Again, he kicks badly. Again, it's out of bounds. 4 shots, 1 goal.
Well, Peter Hudson losing confidence after a superb goal. What a magnificent pass it was of Keddy's. John Kennedy's made his first move of the match. Maher has been moved across away from Trott. And the free kick will go out there to Basenko. Basenko downfield. Chance for Keddy, who's been a strong player. Loses it. Picked up nicely by strongman Scott. Scott then boots him down to attack with a long one. Barry Lawrence front position. Big Carl's there and he lets him go for it. Off Carl's fingers it goes out of bounds. Maher has been moved across onto Manzi. Trott was looking very good. Boundary umpire in possession. Minot will come in to dispute this one with Martello. Martello nicely done. Well hand passed out by Lawrence into open territory. Rossi Smith. Well done as he takes on Stevenson. Stevenson goes to the ground. Smith picks it up. Free kick might have gone to Smith. It will go to him. Well, Captain Courageous.
Oh, he is that.
That's what he is. Captain Courageous. Flattened by Matthews early, but still with fearless intent. Pursuing the ball, taking on the big fellows, boots it out wide. In front it looked to be Bustles. Bustle never looked like it. It's out of bounds. Almost centre wing position.
The defenders holding sway so far in this first quarter.
Dittrich and Scott. Scott very well done. Over it goes. Pick up there, missed there by Angus. Recovers well. Looks for a hand pass. Taken brilliantly by Moran. Moran boots them into attack, looking down there for Davis. Davis nicely done. Goes to the ground and it crashes away from him. Bustle's got the opportunity, gets the perfect bounce. Boots it down to centre wing position. The marker's nicely taken by Rice. Rice's kick is a bad one. Laura Smith misses it. Scott doing very well. Left puts it down to the pocket. Off the hands of the packet goes Matthews. Matthews is hotly pursued by Judson. Matthews gets his kick. The chance is there for Lawrence. Lawrence brilliantly done. Perfectly done, Lawrence. Hudson on the ground. The crowd loves it. Lawrence can go for a solo run. He does it casually and boots and Kilda out of danger. Elliott will take the mark.
And my word, that was magnificent football by Lawrence.
Skillful football as they boot to Davis. Davis, oh, great spoil by Moore. A brilliant spoil by Kelvin Moore that time as he pushed it away from Davis.
Looked almost certain that Davis was going to mark that ball, Doug, but as you say, that was football plus by Moore.
Well, in the background, it's barracking against Hudson. David Parkin out to Maher. Maher's kick a bad one. Maher's got the chance now. Left puts it down towards the half-forward line, and a great mark is taken there by Basenko. He's about centre wing, grandstand side. He kicks it long distances beside his style. Oh, Dittrich could have been penalised. Barry Breen, the speedster, screws it back the 10-yard square. Bobby Murray doesn't look like it. Neither does Beck. Murray gets across there with Stevenson. Murray takes them both on. He's still got the chance. Free kick. Free kick to the fullback.
And a lot there for courage, I should say.
That was all there was. It was one bung leg.
One leg, look at
plus a lot of courage. Well, Murray, who came to the club as a full forward from Sandringham, was a failure, then became a regular interstate fullback, is on a very difficult angle, only a few yards out. Placid Bob kicks it, one behind. Two goals, one St Kilda, and Hawthorn 1-2. 13 points to 8.
24 minutes into the first quarter.
Kelvin Moore, the Hawthorn fullback, waiting for the ball to be returned to him following that shot for goal by Bob Murray.
Rain still falling too. It's coming down fairly steadily. Crowd round about the 120,000 mark. Pretty close to a record.
Moore goes for the member side. Not a good kick. Looking for Maher and company out there. It's St Kilda who have the ball on the ground. Manzi had the chance. Theodore went down underneath the pack. He'll get the free kick. Stephen Theodore. Davis signalling to him to kick it long. Breen leads but is ignored. Theodore does kick it long. Davis in the pack. Two Hawthorn players against him. Moore with the punch. Out of bounds for a throw in forward pocket. 13 to St Kilda, 8 to Hawthorn. Dittrich and Beck. Beck right onto the chest of Davis. Out on the full. He was well smothered by Crimmins. Crimmins just cutting across him there, forcing Davis to kick it quickly, hurriedly, and no angle in it at all. Moore's kick also not a good one. Again, it floats. Smith this time to punch it down in his the direction of his attacking area. Parkin wins the ball skillfully off the ground, and he too kicks badly, but just inside the line.
A lot of mistakes being made in this first quarter. Disposal not good. The handling of the ball is not clean. Maybe the wet ball's got something to do with it.
Back in front position again, but Minot's tapped with strength. Basanko gets the hand pass away. Stevenson comes in, goes down. Smith tries to get his kick, picked up by Big Beck. Punch. Now Basanko again. Matthews with a bump. Down goes Judson. Collected one when not in possession. And the back pocket player is just on the attacking side of the centre as he takes this free kick.
This boy didn't make even the final list for St Kilda earlier in the year, and now he's in the grand final side. Up here under the half-forward line goes his kick. Well played. Matthews came out without the ball when it was all his. There's a free kick going, and I think Matthews will come out with it. A lucky reprieve. Matthews, very much down in form last time on this ground, is showing much better form today as he kicks the Hawks into attack. A giant attempt for a mark is taken by Neil, but not allowed. The umpire gives another free to Hawthorn, and coming out with it here is Stevenson. Stevenson running riot on the half-forward line to Hudson, who props and gets ready. Drops it on the half-volley. He'll be okay. Look at him prop and cop. Here's his kick going into the full-forward area. Hudson's 149th.
149 goals to Hudson, needing only 2 goals now to beat Bob Pratt's great record, which has stood since when? 1934. 34. 150 goals. That was another fantastic goal. He's missed a couple today, Hudson. Goals that normally he would kick, but he's got 2 really hard ones, and that was a gem.
Yes, he's got the 2 toughest. He's had 5 shots, 2 magnificent goals. Scott winning in the ruck. Picked up there and driven out by Basanko. David Parkin goes across, so does Bussell. They spoil each other. Kelvin Moore helped them. Theodore been a great fighter. Bonnie loses it. Chance for Page. Away to Davis. Davis in the centre half forward line. Stevenson went through strongly. Free kick to Elliott. Elliott, number 8. Tackled badly by Bussell. Green leads wide. Then goes back, and there's a chance now for him, but it's past Bussell. Breen goes for it. He's got a chance. He's under a lot of pressure. Couldn't get his shot for goal. It's over the line, out of bounds.
Only 1 point the difference, and both defences are playing it close checking and very tough.
Front position, Dittrich. Nicely taken by Parkin. Booted by Kelvin Moore. Booted down towards Marr. Marr's got the chance. He'll be met. Look out, Marr. Nicely met too by bad luck, Colling. Whoopsie Nana. Over the top of Colling goes Des Marr, but that slip at the crucial time destroyed the chance of a kick from Colling as Minot comes in and Scott wins it once again. Marr under pressure and trouble. Elliott dives for it. Taken away from Pays by his teammate Pays. Martello. Kicked there by Stevenson. Matthews emerges. Cowboy Neil and Heath. Heath has done well against him. Well done, Neil, this time. Chance now for Judson. Judson hits it out to be met by Marr. He beats him for it. Hits it across the line out of bounds. Well, Heath's been particularly promising against Neil.
He got a nasty knock then. Really solid one.
Half forward flank as Minot wins this battle and will take a free kick. Bad luck, Martello. Brian Minot, up to date, colours slightly lowered by the exuberant, tough Don Scott. Half-back flank. Good spiral torpedo punt. Bussell and Dittrich neither looked like it. Beck and Dittrich. Dittrich wins it. Gets his kick and boots it down towards Bonnie. Bonnie will be met. He hits it beautifully fast. Goes to the ground. Tries to recover. Umpire finds a free kick and it will be taken against you, Alan Davis. Davis tried to shepherd Kelvin Moore off. David Parkin. Big Al. Missed what he should have taken with the greasy ball. Thumps it. Matthews. Judson comes in with his opponent, Keddy. Keddy hits it down the line. Marr's got the chance. Hits it back. Colling fights for it. Hand passes. Free kick to Colling. Well, slowed down a little.
Pretty close to the end of the first quarter with only a point the difference. Hawthorn 2-2 to St Kilda 2-1.
Colling takes that free kick in towards half forward. Plenty of Hawthorn players there. Rice to tap the ball down. Taken by Scott. A quick kick. Covers no distance. Manzi, as the siren sounds, to end the first quarter.